Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome, everybody, to today's training. Today is all about Facebook 101. Are you excited, Kurt? I'm excited.
I'm very excited. We got a lot of foundational stuff to go over. We got a lot of stuff to go over in a short amount of time today.
Yep. So, looks like people are here. They're tuning in. Excellent. I can tell if you guys aren't paying attention because I get a little flag. So, uh, yeah, Kurt. So today's mostly you, but even though I made you organizer, I will be here and happy to chime in whenever you need me to and help field just some questions if that helps as we go along.
Cool. That is perfect. Can you hear, just for a sound check, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear. I can tell you're on a phone, but that's okay. I can definitely hear you.
Yeah, unfortunately with slides, sometimes when I slide through with my slides, it doesn't. My voice cracks out, and I want to make sure everybody can hear me. So
Oh,
not the
good.
best sound quality, but we are going to rock and roll. So I got access of. Oh, if you could hand me over access, sir, or I could steal it from you. It doesn't really matter.
Well, you're
I'll just steal
organizer.
it.
I can make you presenter. Here we go.
Got it. Okay. So I'm going to show my screen. Let's take a look at my other screen right here. Travis, do you want me to hit record? Do you have record on your end, sir?
I'm already recording. We're good.
Perfect. All right. Well, hey, everybody. It's great to see you here today. Hey, I'm going to go over from a high-level view of some of the things that basically that we want to go through with Facebook that's going to lay really the foundation for Facebook marketing. Now, everything that I'm going to go over, I will send Travis. We have a very dedicated step-by-step walkthrough of the homework that I'm going to give you today and what to do. So this is a point where I really want you to be able to, as I kind of scroll down my screen, see I have everything recorded in here for you. This is one of those presentations that I want you to watch, really get the concept of, and then step by step, I'm going to show you in training videos. Okay? This is a really important part of the training, and here's why. This is really where it comes down to sharpening our axe. Really important. A lot of people, what they do is they run straight to Facebook, they set up some ads, and they're like, Facebook ads are going to make me a whole bunch of money. Well, no, it's kind of like, hey, I'm going to set up a contest and it's going to make me a whole bunch of money. It can, but you really have to set it up right. And you really have to make sure, Travis and I have talked about this for weeks, we have to make sure that our targeting is right as well too. Well, I'm going to show you some very easy processes to start out and to really get focused on your targeting. What you do here and how you grow and how you test from what I'm going to teach today is going to be the foundation blocks for you running successful campaigns. Now, we do this all the time. I've trained this lots of different times. Some people say, hey, Kurt, I kind of think I already know how to do this. I want to start running ads and selling stuff right away. I would like to do that, but it would be a disservice for me, very much like if I was going to teach you, let's just say, a new, I don't know, I had private jiu-jitsu practice today. Like if I was going to show you a new jiu-jitsu move, but you've never physically ever been to jiu-jitsu class. I can show you how to be effective, but you won't understand any of the principles or know how to do it right unless I give you that foundational training. So I'm going to jump right on into this. You know, a lot of people have these different online funnels, and they're like, okay, I want to get a customer, but that customer I want to get sales. Do I have to do branding? Do I have to get likes? Do I engage with people? Is there a funnel? Anytime I mention funnel in the context that we're talking here, we're either talking getting people to your website to have them opt in so you can follow up with them, or, of course, the reason that we're here is for a contest. See, Facebook ads don't make you money. Facebook ads attract eyeballs and people to look at step 2, which is your landing page. Step 2 is right now is your landing page for your contest. Your landing page is going to tell the person, now that you're here, here's why you want to move to the next steps. That's it. You don't have to sell them anything. You don't have to do anything except register for this contest. We're just doing small little micro commitments like we mentioned before. So every business has a sales funnel, right? We're going to send them to a website, some type of follow-up. Here we're talking about a contest. So a typical marketing sales funnel looks something very much like this. And what we tell people is we say, look, what we're going to do is we're going to attract attention on Facebook. We're going to attract people. We're going to bring people over to our page, to our ads, to our contest. Now, technically, our contest is going to be our marketing. So we want to be able to say for attention, hey, 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 attraction, come here, check this out, come here. And when they come over to check that out, meaning they click on the ad, your marketing really starts with, hey, take this next step and register for this contest, okay? Now, what Travis is showing you how to do is how to take that contest and turn people into sales, really where that green part starts, right? And we take these sales and raving fans, and you can sell them additional opportunities. The whole thing that we're going to work on really today is attention. How do we quantify our message? So let me give you a quick little example for pre-sales. What we're going to really do is we're going to work on this attention attraction marketing. This is everything what I'm going to refer to going forward as the pre-sale, right? What are the things that we're working on? Now, what a lot of entrepreneurs do, especially when they're running Facebook ads, they get really confused and they go, oh my God, there's so much stuff to do. Attention, attraction, marketing, sales, raving fans, high tickets. What does my high ticket have to be? What does my raving fans, what does my avatar look like? How do I get sales? Oh my God, what am I going to do for marketing? Take a big, deep breath, and all we're going to do is take one step at a time. We're going to make it really easy, just one step at a time, okay? So what the first thing is I tell people is I go, look, and remember, if you haven't already done this before, write this down, and this is very important. Remember this. Your marketing will sell your product. Your product will keep people from refunding. At this point, from what Travis and I are showing you, we're not telling you how to sell your product specifically. We are showing you how to build a contest to drive people to get into the contest. This is all pre-sale. We're going to help with the marketing, and then when your contest is over, that's where you're really going to make your sales. But we're going to take it one step at a time. We're going to focus with attention first. And then once we've laid out through the next couple of weeks attention, attraction, and marketing, we're going to show you by the end of this how you're going to be running your marketing to get people to register for the contest. And then, of course, the big reveal when Travis is going to show you how to take all those contestants and turn them into buyers. The money's made on the post-sale, but really for contest, if you work it right on the up front on the pre-sale, you can have a whole lot of people to present your products and services with. So, really important. Now, attention. For Facebook, attention's really just getting likes. See, likes are going to help us quantify who our avatar is. We might have a pretty good idea, but we want to get people emotionally involved. One of the great ways that I'm going to show you how to do this is something of building a like campaign just to quantify your audience that will say things like, do you love fill in the blank, whatever your products or services. Now let me give you an example. We have people in Mobe. Do you love Mobe? No, don't write that because you're educating people on what Mobe is. They already know what it is and it doesn't really matter. Do you love working from your laptop? Do you love online marketing? Do you love learning about online marketing? Question mark. Or comma, like us. Like, hey, are you like us? Huh? Like us, right? Comma, like us. What we do is we get people emotionally involved to raise their hands. Now let me make this really easy. Let's imagine that you and I and Travis are standing on a stage in front of 1,000 people. Okay, there's 1,000 people on the stage. And all we did is said, hey, anybody that can fill this auditorium, get in here. So there's a bunch of random people, right? There's 1,000 people there. Now what happens is Travis and I are on stage, and you're on stage with us, and we all kind of look around and we say, Travis, what do we want to do? Well, Kurt, what we want to do is we want to offer a contest Facebook class. Okay, so who would like a contest? Now we start thinking about our avatar, very much like we did in the previous exercises that we did, right, especially during week 1. What we do is we say, okay, let's see, our avatar is probably going to be a small business owner. Okay, the contest, what would that product look like? They want to give away something from their small business. Okay. So we know that they want to, that they're a small business owner, and they want to learn how to combine Facebook marketing with contest. Okay, great. So we look out to the crowd of 1,000 people, and we say, how many people here love being an entrepreneur. Let's just say 40% or 400 people raise their hand, right? So 400 people raise their hand that they love to be an entrepreneur. Great. That's like running a like campaign. It literally is. It's saying, okay, how many people here in the auditorium will raise your hand? Let's tell everybody, all right, everybody who is not an entrepreneur, you work for the IRS or the government, you guys can go ahead and get out of here now. You guys can go ahead and take off. So now we are only talking to people who are interested in our subjects, right? Well, then what we're going to show you how to do, and this really comes into next week, is after we quantify our audience, then what we're going to do is we're going to do a boost post, right? We're going to look at these 400 people, and we're going to say, okay, here's an article of 400 people on a recent successful case study of someone using Facebook ads in a contest to really make a big difference in their business. That's a boost post. We're going to show you how to post by getting people attracted over to your page, and then we're going to post engaging content in front of them. Right? We're going to see what do they respond to most. Well, what's interesting is once you get people over to your page and they raise their hand, they say, yeah, I like this. And you say, here's a piece of content that you might enjoy. Here's a recent case study about Facebook and contests. Lots of people like that. Let's just say lots of people like that post. Well, then what we're able to do is we find what is the most popular post and we turn that into an ad. What we call creating a money post. So we get people to raise their hand to validate, I'm interested in that subject matter. I love having the idea of having an online business. That's a like. And then, hey, here's a recent news article on why advertising on Facebook is important. When you see a lot of people click on that article, and I'll walk you through on how that is, we're going to take our most popular post and we're going to turn it into an ad. That is creating a money post. And this is going to send people, a money post is going to send people over to our website or over to our contest. So we're going to know what posts resonate the most with our audience so we can get the most qualified people over to our landing page, website, event, or of course, in this case, a contest. Now, just very quickly, there are 7 types of ads really on Facebook. And you will learn all of these and what they're for by the end of the 6 weeks. There's no reason to rush it now. I just want to tell you a 10,000-foot view. Here are your options. Then here's what we're going to be learning. We have something called a link preview ad, which is like if you just put a link from a website, a little preview box pops up. Those are pretty effective. That's found in Power Editor. We'll cover that actually in the next 2 weeks. Video ads. If you're comfortable making videos for 2 to 3 minutes, video ads can be really powerful. And I'm going to walk you through on how to do that next week as well, too. But video ads are great. Can be shot with your cell phone, just 2 minutes. They work great for exposure. You can even advertise just a picture. I mean, just a picture can get great branding over and over and over, especially of like we were talking about a relaxing day for mothers. So like having 2 expectant mothers, for instance, laying there on a massage table, kind of looking at each other and smiling like they're getting ready for a massage. I mean, there's lots of different ways to do it, but it's to really communicate and show that emotion. It gives great exposure. We also have like campaigns. You know, this is a great way to qualify our audience, and that's what we're going to be working on for our homework this week is qualifying our audience. We also have right-hand side ads. They're going to appear on the right-hand side of Facebook when someone's looking at their computer. You also have mobile ads, which is going to be shown on a mobile phone or a laptop, or you can even advertise just on iPads if you want to do that too. Unfortunately, I did not change the numbering for number 5, so that should say number 7 for the last one, and it's the right-hand side ad. That's going to be mobile third party. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it, but you can actually advertise outside of Facebook with applications that people download on their cell phones. So all you need to know is that you can advertise outside of Facebook inside of mobile apps. It doesn't really matter how it happens, what it is specifically. We're going to go over that through our training. Now, overall, we are going to start with the Ads Manager. This is a very basic level, and again, I have YouTube videos that will walk you step by step on how to do all of this. What I want to talk about is I want to talk about the advertising options with Facebook. So as soon as you click to set up an ad, you're going to see something like this, and Facebook's going to say, "Okay, you want to set up an ad?" I mean, and I'll show you. I'll show you just very, very, very quickly. For example, You won't have to go through this next step, what I'm going to do, but actually here, I'll go to Create Ads. There's my list, right? So this is all the list of everything that I want to walk through. So let's go ahead and take a look right here. All right, so 10 ad objectives. So choose the objective for your campaign. So send people to your website. Well, let's talk about that. That can be some branding. So I want people to go to my website. I want people to go to my contest. I want people to read a blog post. So this is really a branding play. Increase conversions on your website. Well, we're going to set this up in a way to where when you upgrade with your contest domination service, which basically is going to happen, is Facebook, if you run consistent traffic, can actually find out how many people registered for your contest, and Facebook will optimize ads to get people to register for your contest. It's absolutely great. We're going to cover this more in the next 2 weeks. It's a little bit more advanced strategy, but there is a way to make Facebook do all the heavy lifting. Now, boost your post. Boosting post is going to help you put a little bit of money behind a post that you're going to post on your Facebook page. Now, when you just post a regular post on your Facebook page, there's a little button called Boost a Post that you can advertise that specific post to either your fan page and their friends or to dedicated keywords. So really, when we look just at these first three options, you can send people to your website. That's branding. You can tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, increase my conversions to my website. That could be to register for a webinar, register for a contest, or even if you set it up right, Facebook can even send you buyers as well. That just takes a little bit longer testing process. Also, promote your page. Well, this is how you're going to get likes attracted over your page. That is, hey, do you like online marketing? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you an expecting mother who loves relaxing days at the spa? Or get people to claim your offer. I'm not really going to spend a whole lot of time on this option right here. Quite frankly, we've run a lot of money on it. It doesn't really work. So I could train you on what it is and then tell you it doesn't work, or just tell you get people to claim your offer. Just doesn't work. Now we can just move on to only focus on the things that do. Raise attendance at your or reach people near your local business. So this one's pretty interesting. We're going to work on this a little bit with some local people, especially like, for instance, the spa. See, what's interesting is you can reach people near your business. So let me just show you here just real quick. Reach people near your business. Great. So I'm going to advertise, let's just see here. Let's just say social media in 7 minutes. Okay? So it's local awareness. Okay? All right. Look, I'm going to advertise from close to where, actually, this is where our mailbox is, 1 mile square radius, or I go up to 50 mile square radius. Great. How much money do I want to spend? I want to spend, let's just say, I want to spend $5 per day, right? So $5, that'll say a lifetime budget, which is fine. Lifetime budget. So $50, I'm going to spend between the 27th and the 30th. So anywhere between, the 27th and the 3rd. So they're going to figure out, okay, they're going to spend $50. In between there, my daily reach is 5,300 people. So Facebook says, okay, you want to spend $50 between the 27th and the 3rd, we'll break it down for you. But just let you know, you're probably going to reach 2,000 to 5,300 people in your area out of a possible 41,000 you could reach in a day. Okay, just to let you know. All right, I'm going to set up an ad set. Now I'm not going to worry about taking you through the images. I'm going to walk you through pictures of that. But I want you to see this. This is really important. See, really, there's no targeting options for advertising just a local business. If I advertise just for a local business, if I advertise just this in here, reach people near my business, that's just going to say, I'm going to run an advertisement to anyone who walks inside this mile square radius. So now I can advertise, for instance, this may help you out if you're running a special and you're a local brick and mortar. You can say, okay, anybody within a mile square radius, I want this ad to pop up on their iPad, on their phone, on their laptop, if they're in this area, so they know that I'm close and that I have a special that's going on or whatnot, okay? we'll use this a little bit, but we can't target specific people. The only thing we can do is attract 1,000 people in to see who's interested in our small business, okay? And then get video views. Again, I'm going to review this here in a week or so. Video views are great. We just find a lot of clients don't do videos. They think they have to be perfect, which they don't. Really what a video does is allows you to connect with your avatar. Well, let's talk about the options of sending traffic into a funnel or to our registration page for our contest. We can send people to our website, say Facebook. I want you to send people directly to this website. As Facebook learns from the traffic that we're going to be sending, we're going to be able to increase conversions to the website. See, Facebook has a process that we will teach you along the way that will basically say, all right, Facebook, I've gotten 50 entries to my contest. Now I want you to go out and find and target people that have a high probability of opting into my contest. Now, Boost Post is also a great way that we can start getting the word out. I'm going to tell you where the money's really at that we've really tested is increased conversions to your website. But we must follow a very specific process. If we want Facebook to go out and find us only people who are going to opt in for our contest, I mean, they're going to send us other clicks as well. They're going to try to optimize towards that. It takes a lot of learning. That's where we see the money's at, but we must do some upfront work first. Promote the page can help. Reach businesses can help bring some money in, but they're not highly targeted. Same thing with raise attendance at your event. We see that work sometimes, but Facebook events, from what we've seen for the most part, if you're having a live event, does not work as well as having someone opt into a sales funnel or, of course, like a contest. Get people to claim your offer. We see a very small return on that, so we really don't use that option. And get video views. We're seeing videos really start to make some more money. And again, I'm going to show you how to create those videos through this presentation as well too. We're just going really over options right now. Now, what's going to happen is the following. Is we typically, as we get things rolling, we're going to spend about 10% of our budget on our branding. That's going to be raising awareness like likes. We're going to spend about 10% of our budget on branding. We're going to spend about 90% of our budget really going out there and targeting people into our funnel. So in this case, really targeting people to come over to our contest. 90% of our effort and our investment is all going to be inside getting people over to our contest. Our 10%, what we're going to start spending up front, is going to help us with our branding, but it's going to help us quantify our audience. And as we get the ball rolling, we're really going to focus on, okay, how many leads am I getting over on the contest site, okay? We want to send people to the website overall, and then I'm going to show you later how we will, this is actually next week. I'm going to show you how you can take a little data pixel. This is the little piece of code that you can put inside your contest. There's just a couple of buttons or an upgrade you have to do, and Travis can talk about that here. Actually, Travis, if you're there for a minute, if you could help me just refresh my memory on the plans. If someone wants to insert the data pixel, they don't have to right now. But what's the only upgrade that they're required to do?
Sure. So, So what you're asking is, to be able to use third-party scripts, which includes Facebook conversion tracking pixel, as well as, retargeting pixels and that kind of stuff, they need to be on the business plan. That's the requirement. So, so the unlimited plan and the solo credits do not give you access to third-party scripts. But the business plan, which is designed for people, like you guys that are more serious about, doing stuff with your business, it unlocks that feature of the third-party scripts because, the optimization alone, you're going to save more money in the reduction of wasted ad spend than you'll spend on the upgrades. So it should be a pretty much no-brainer for everyone.
Absolutely. Okay. Here's a couple of, so here's what happens is Facebook starts to learn from your traffic. And again, you don't have to know how to do this now. I'm just going to show you your options. We're going to show you how to boost post, promote a page, and any time that we have Facebook put in a little piece of their tracking code, not only is it going to track sales, but Facebook's going to learn on how to target the right people for your offers, okay? And again, this is all stuff that we're going to be going over called the data pixel. By the way, you don't have to know anything about websites. It's literally 2 clicks by the time that I get done showing you on what it is. Don't worry about that right now. We are going to focus on instead really where it comes down to our targeting. So typically what I do is that typically I have Shecky train this part, and what Shecky does is he's our director of training and coaching over here at Social Media Ad Genius. He really goes through a lot of different exercises over the avatar. There's a lot of stuff really that Travis and I have gone over in really quantifying your avatar. See what we do, and we've gone through this just a little bit, but this is important. We're going to start quantifying our audience, improving out our audience with a little neuroscience, right? We call it just don't market, it's neuromarket. And we're really going to talk about you. Now, if you remember, we covered this in the very first week. We talked about, okay, we want to attract people emotionally. We want to appeal to their emotion. And once they're on the page, we're going to appeal to their emotion on why to enter the contest. There's a little bit of logic on why to enter a contest. And then from there, what we want to do is once they've entered the contest, they've seen the contest, and you make your offer where we are going to appear to their logic. So it's really important that we're going to start quantifying our audience with a like campaign emotionally. Do you love it when? Would you love to? These are all great emotional words that essentially we're going to be using in our like campaigns. So getting started. So get clear on, figure out what your mission is. What do you do to provide value to your perfect customer? Now really, I'm going to kind of go through these slides here rather quickly. The reason is we've already done a lot of this foundational work, but this is really, really important when going over on your ads. So when we talk about your perfect customer, typically what we talk about is we talk about you. And as you've already been working on, the professional profiling of really figuring out who do I want to reach out to with my message. And what we do in professional profiling, as you were all trained on the very first week, is answering a sequence of questions to determine a high level of probability. So, for example, let's just say you're targeting someone who would like to learn about internet marketing. So we're going to think about you. We're going to think about your experience. Now I'm going to make this up. I'm just going to take my case, right? I'm 36 years old. I've never really learned how to develop a website. I kind of understand that, but I know the more complicated it is for people, the less likely they are going to do it. That's the first thing that I always kind of remember. And then I start thinking of, okay, if I want to teach people about Facebook ads, I got to show them about conversion pixels, how Facebook will optimize their ads, now that's really complicated. Let me really start back over. It would be really easy that someone could start to do to start to see a little bit of success. And this is the way that we start to appeal to people. So we start answering a sequence of questions to really determine, okay, for our avatar, what would they like to do? And a lot of times this is, do you like to work online? Do you like to work from your laptop? Are you expecting soon? Question mark. Are you expecting soon? Question mark. How would you like a free day at the spa, comma, like us, right? That could help it as well too. Now, as we've gone over our marketing avatar creation. So Alexis, female, age range 35, 55, what are their interests, right? Where do your future tribe members hang out? And we're going to be focused on is we really want to find our perfect audience. So you've already spent a lot of times really designing around the contest, really thinking about who that end user is. So we're going to find this new end user. We're going to start quantifying your traffic emotionally. And remember, we want to get people emotionally involved in the contest. Then we are going to apply with logic on why they should buy. So emotionally, we're going to get people over to the page. There's going to be some emotion and some logic on why people need to register for the contest right now. And then when we go into selling, we're going to appeal to logic. So let's listen to our audience. What we're going to do is we're going to run a like campaign. We're going to keep it very simple this week. We're going to say it really, really clearly, as I mentioned before. Do you like? How do you like? Are you like? Those are very simple sentences to use as we're really starting to start our light campaigns to quantify our audience. We're going to use our messaging consistently. We're going to make it very logical. We're just going to appeal to common sense. That's the biggest thing. When we're making an offer to have people register for a contest, we want to make it so drop-dead simple that they're like, well, why not register for this? I mean, if nothing else, I could get free assistance with. I could also get a free day at the spa with. Now, remember, this is really important. We did cover this before, but I really want to stress on this as we're making ads and as we're tracking our light campaigns. Remember, we want to make it simple, and we want to make it stick. Now, here's an example. Remember, we want to sell customers what they want. Don't sell customers what they need. What people want is to learn how to do an online business. What they need is to learn how to do Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, MySpace, Foursquare, X Square, 3 double hexagon square, whatever, right?
I want to jump in real quick.
Do that because it sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, really sorry to interrupt, but I want to jump in and just really solidify this. Is that these are essentially the same results and the same processes, right? But it's all about how you're framing it. So when he talks about people want to have a business, have an online business, and how you don't want to get into the weeds about the sense of overwhelm for this whole list of things that they might actually need to do. So it's reframed, but it's not saying like, oh, people need to generate sales, but they may want ice cream, right? Like it still has to be relevant and in line. I know that you said that. I just hope that maybe by saying it again another way that we hit home that you're selling the same thing effectively, the same message in your ad. You're just framing one towards something that doesn't give them a sense of overwhelm and simplifies what you're trying to say, as opposed to, and it's easy to get there. And I've made the same mistakes in the past, and I still have to stop myself sometimes and rewrite things of people don't want to hear about this list about all the things they need. They want to hear the one-liner that they can understand of the thing they want, but it's the exact same item. You're just framing it differently. That's all. So
absolutely.
Had to throw that out.
It's interesting, and I appreciate that. It's interesting. Like I know some people who will get into network marketing, they will find something that's absolutely amazing. I mean, there's a lot of great, amazing network marketing companies out there, but they will get in and they'll find out. They'll go to a live event. They'll meet people. And they'll be like, oh my god. Let me tell you, I went to this live event, and then they said this, and they did this, and there's this one guy who did this, and all you got to do is enroll, play Foursquare, do this, do that, become a blah, 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 and then you get this, then you get a car, then you get this, and people just get lost. Literally, if people would just say, man, I'd love to get your opinion on something. Can I get your opinion? People say yes. And then you just tell them the very next line and then move from there. It's funny, Travis, sometimes, too, as we talk about projection, a lot of times when people talk about stuff over and over and over, it just starts to happen. So as you really start communicating and thinking about your avatar, all of a sudden people are just going to start showing up. So for instance, Travis, you'll get a kick out of this. I've been showing this presentation for about a year. So let's say that your product is called Double Your Dating. Travis, there's a product called Double Your Dating out there, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of it.
You're aware of it? Which is funny. They called us 2 weeks ago. Now we're running traffic for these guys. I've only talked about it for a year. And I didn't even really know them. We went out to an event, and they're like, oh, hey, we would love for you to run traffic. And I go, it's so funny. I talk about this every single week, but whatever. But Double Your Dating, a lot of people think it's complicated. The reason is they're not dating now, the message, what does that mean? This is some of the stuff that we were going before with some of the MOB stuff, which is, hey, look at everything you're going to get. I'm going to show you Facebook. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It was just really confusing. So what we want to do is we want to make this really simple. See, Double Your Dating, just that phrase is really complicated. This guy may be dating now. He may not be dating now. Dating, holy crap, what does that mean? Like, I gotta take somebody out. What does that mean specifically? So we want to make it easy, and we want to make it to what they want, not what I want, what they want. Really what this guy says, he's like, yeah, I just want to pick up chicks. No, what he really wants is a simple conversation, right? All he wants is to sit someone that finds him entertaining, that wants to spend time with him, that finds him attractive. Maybe if he's lucky, even sexually attractive, right? He just wants to connect with someone. And at a very basic level, it is, learn how to confidently talk to any woman using 5 simple lines where you can comfortably ask her for a phone number within 5 minutes of meeting her and walk away feeling empowered regardless of the answer. It's something really simple. That's really what he wants. He just wants to start with a conversation. The main thing is you want to make sure, always make it easy on them. A confused mind does nothing. Something that's easy will produce a curious mind where people will want to move ahead. So make it really easy to what they want. Now the best part is as we start structuring this out, Facebook's going to do all the heavy lifting for us. Okay? So your number one step, you want to figure out what's your goal. Well, our goal is to get people to register for the contest. So in the example, the goal for the individual who sold a weight loss product, this is an example I took out of here, but they want to use Facebook to engage with others and occasionally put out a money post designed to get people to visit their website and enter in information so she could call them back. Well, what we're talking about here is how do we get people over to our contest? Well, we want to qualify people emotionally with our like campaigns this week. That's going to be our homework. And then the next part is okay, they raise their hand to say that they're expecting, to say that they love to learn how to work from their laptop or would love to learn more on an online business. Now the next step is learn how I can assist you in getting started with your online business. And that can lead over to your contest. See, that's why we spent all this time before doing the professional profiling. This is why Travis really took you over, okay, let's answer some questions about your avatar and what they're really going to want with your content. You see how this all blends in? I'm also going to show you how to create laser-focused viral content. And what happens is I'm going to show you how to just post consistently on your fan page. So you're always going to be able to have some new content to figure out how to run some new ads. And then whenever you want to do a new contest, you easily know how to promote it. Now, we did spend some time talking about who do you want to connect with. Well, running a like campaign and qualifying our audience is actually going to help us connect with some more individuals. And it's really going to help us be laser targeted in who we connect with. See, we can get likes for 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. 40 cents for a new person to be engaged with your page or on your tribe can be great as you really start to test out your messaging. So one of the most critical things that I can suggest for you is to really build a plan to have coffee with your avatar, right? You really want to, Travis said it before, close your eyes, dial back. Am I making this easy? Where do I want to take people? So to make it easy, we're going to start a like campaign this week just to get hands raised to see how many people, not how many people will like our page, but do the right qualified people like our page. We've already started thinking through the age range of the customer prospect, already gone through the exercises. Are they male, female, or both? Married, single? The one thing I always like to ask myself about my avatar is, what's the common problem that they share? Just because we were talking about Moog recently, you know, one of most common problems with the avatar was people want to do online marketing, like people want to lose weight, but they don't realize how to do it or what it's like to go through the process. So we want to work on micro commitments and just attracting over the people that are interested. We're also going to find out where do they hang out. And I'm going to give you some places where specifically you will be able to find out where people hang out at online. So you can target those individuals. We've already talked about what do these people look like and naming our avatar like June. And again, I attach a picture onto June, and I want to figure out, and I'm going to show you how to do this inside of Wisdom and something called Audience Insights. And these are all of the small little videos that you're going to be watching that you'll have inside of your member area of Audience Insights of how to find the perfect audience. Just by Facebook will tell you all the answers. This is great to start up campaigns. You are absolutely going to love these short 8 to 10 minute videos that you're going to get access to. So we're going to figure out where does June like to hang out, because these are always great places that we can target. And then we're going to start slowly figuring out what kind of content appeals to your avatar. Some people in network marketing love to see videos. Some people in online marketing love to see videos. Some new expectant moms love to see pictures of cute babies because it makes them think about their baby, right? What kind of content do they like? Do they like seeing articles from you, maybe from your blog? Maybe name this picture or help write this caption. I'll give you an example of that. Video or audio or infographics, right? This is just really looking at your avatar to figure out what do they like and engage with. So we're going to start qualifying with likes first. And a lot of times you can also find viral content for June just by going into graph search. Now, let me just show you this here real quick. You're going to find this really quite interesting. Watch this. If I go over to this thing called the Facebook, I'm going to open this up here. All right. So, all right. So I'm going to put new mothers, and I'm going to search new mothers and see what we get that opens up here. So here's some there's posts that are related to new mothers. How about people? What does that give me? So I can kind of look for these. I don't know what that means. So photos, pages. Go to pages. Actually, watch. This is Mother's Restaurants, Mother's Pride. No. How about this? I'm just going to take a look. I'm going to put online marketing. How about tips? Let's just see where some of these other avatars may hang out at. Online marketing tips and tricks. Actually, I know this girl. That's really interesting. No, I'm going to hit the search button right here. Retrieving solutions, online marketing tips and tricks. Let's see what it brings me up. So I have posts. So I can see other people when they're talking about this. Okay, there's a group. By the way, I like looking in some groups just for some content, but I can almost guarantee what's going to be in this group right here. Yeah, someone who posted November 5th. Like, they're just spamming their post. 6 minutes ago, stay at home. 7 minutes ago, buy this. By the way, buy this, buy that. It's pretty much a worthless group, right? So that doesn't really help me out. People. Online marketing, tips and tricks. Sorry, I couldn't find any results. Let me have photos. Facebook's making this a little bit better. Map, pages. Let's see what we got here. Well, there's lots of different pages in here if you want to take a look at. 367 likes, 702. Okay, give you some ideas where people are at. Take a look at some places. Doesn't really say much more. How about groups? Is there any other groups out there for online marketing tips or tricks? There's a bunch of different groups out here. That could be pretty interesting looking through this, right? Let's look about this. How about new moms? So I'm going to go to new moms, see what other people have been doing for underneath new moms. Nah, posts, not much. Let's go to groups. Closed group, 7,700 members. This group is a way to keep connected all moms of New Braunfels. So that's interesting. West Moms group. Let's just see what's in here. Now, I'm not looking to spam this group. I may look to join the group. Sometimes what I do is I just like to see what are other people talking about, right? That can help for my avatar for some content as well, too. So Facebook right here, more places. Now I'm going to show you something interesting, too. No? All right, so watch this. Let's say I type in pizza. So if I type in pizza, right? So here's posts people have been talking about that I know about Pizza Hut. So what about people? What have they said about pizza? So these are some of my direct contacts that were talking about a certain type of, well, here's as their name has pizza, which is kind of interesting, right? As photos, pages, places. Let's take a look at places. Notice these are Austin. So Facebook's getting a little, this is Illinois, Facebook's getting a little bit better to say, okay, when you go somewhere, you can type in Chinese food. A lot of people don't realize this yet with up here with Graph Search. But you can type in Chinese and find out all your other friends that have been there as well, too. So if I go to more, how about groups? Take a look at that. They have any pizza groups. Pizza Pals, Pizza Posse, Pizza Delivery, Drivers Forum. That's funny. So a couple of different stuff in there. So by the way, you can even have dog lovers. You can actually find posts from dog lovers, right? See more. There's related pages. There you go. Places, more, apps, whatever. And again, this is just all really good spots that you can start digging in. And I'm going to show you some other great spots as well to where you can identify your avatar even more. So what's basically going to happen is I'm going to give you a couple of different strategies, and then I'm going to give you your homework, okay? Remember, as you do everything that we're really going to be talking about here, Facebook's going to do the heavy lifting for you. Now, there is a thing that you may or may not have heard of. I want to get everybody up to speed, something called EdgeRank. Now, what happens is this is a mathematical equation that Facebook has to identify what's popular and what's not, what should get seen and what should get not. So, for example, this girl right here, all she's doing is talking about a workout. She got 103 people to like her page. Well, how does that happen? Well, you got to remember a lot of the times what's going to happen, less than 16% of your fans will ever see your post. Actually, this is in 2012. The only reason I share that is because less than 3% of people on your fan page will now see your posts. So what we're going to do is we're going to quantify people with likes. We're going to get our post in front of those new likes. We may use a boost post, which we're going to promote just a little bit, to help get additional exposure. See, the reason is a lot of people when they post on Facebook or with their ads, it just doesn't work. It's because they constantly promote themselves. They say, you know what, I'm going to go to online marketing group and I'm going to say, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. The whole reason that you're taking this course with Travis and I is so we can show you proper brand promotion. We really call this attraction marketing for social media. We want you to be the rock star that people actually want to come and see, not where someone drives by and says, turn down that music, right? Here's a couple of easy tips I want to give you as you're working on your fan page, because you're going to attract likes over for your homework, and I'm going to want you to post at least once per day for the next week. We want to see if there's anybody that starts to engage with some of your posts. Just remember that self-promotion makes your fans ignore your posts. Unless people will interact with you, which will decrease your weight score, which basically means your posts don't stay up very high if you're constantly just promoting your business. So what does all that mean? Well, let me give you just a couple of points. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how to specifically keep it interesting. We want to keep some visualization. People love sharing pictures on Facebook. Motivational. People love motivational statements as well, too. Remember, you can look for these on Google. You can look for these with other pages like I just showed you through Graph Search. Ask your group questions. Keep it short. Make people laugh. Remember, people on Facebook who are happy will spend more time on Facebook versus people who are sad. Reply and engage with others, right? If someone says, hey, I love this post, it's okay to say thank you. Now, I have seen this before. You do not have to like everyone that likes your post. You do not have to click on their pages and try to reach out to everyone who likes your post. What we want to see you do is we want to see you post images and engage with people. For example, instead of just posting a link to your contest that says, hey, go check this out, use pictures to get likes and comments. Big visual pictures are great. I know that you have all been working on some pictures, like when you talk about working from a laptop, show a picture of a laptop out at a beach. Get people interested. Here's an article that I recently read about working from a beach. Here's a recent article about one way to help new expectant mothers do blank. Using pictures to tell that story can really help out. Now, here's one other thing I want to mention to people. Good content dedicated to the right person is huge. So if you're talking about online marketing and that's what your contest is about, be talking about tips. Talk about strategies of what other people are doing online. Doesn't have to be complicated. It can be 1 or 2 sentences. Motivational statements. Go find some other online experts out there as well too. So, for instance, with Mobe, you have Mount Lloyd, but there's lots of other there's lots of other online marketing experts that you can say, oh, I recently saw this article. Oh, I recently saw that. Well, motivational statements work really well as well too. Finding some things that uplift people's day helps great, because what we really want to do is, at the end of the day, Travis and I want to show you not just how to run a contest one time and that's it. We want to show you how to have a long-term sustainable business. So for the homework, if we're showing you how to target the right like campaigns, well, you're getting likes. Okay, great, you got those coming in. Now let's make sure we're posting at least once a day, and I'm going to give you an engagement strategy. Those posts are going to help people get over to your web page to collect leads, or in our case, to get people over to your contest. These are other great photos. Caption this. Okay, real estate pros, got your best one-liner to sell this house, right? All right, online marketing pros, what's your one-liner that you would write to sell this product? You can make it really fun or funny. Little baby faces are great for expectant mothers. The other thing is, this is for a health and wellness person. If there was just one food that you can eat for the rest of your life that was magically good for you, what would it be? Ask people questions with images can be great for your brand also. Now, one other major update. One of the things that Facebook doesn't like to do is share all these pictures of, like, Grumpy Cat, for example, right? These are when people would say, oh, hey, look, I found this funny. Facebook wants you to share motivational content, but what Facebook doesn't want to do is they don't want to be known as like a MySpace. They want people to see good content. So you remember all these Grumpy Cat, hey, Christmas, boo-hoo. Hey, what about boo-hoo? Or hey, what about I don't like you? Lots of people were sharing Grumpy Cat. So unfortunately, Facebook looks as Grumpy Cat, really just sharing information that doesn't really benefit anybody. Like, it's not motivational, it's not content rich. It can be funny from time to time, but this is just kind of what someone shares a lot, considered spam. So what I did is I took a picture with Grumpy Cat right there here in Austin, just because that was the last one I'm going to post on my Facebook page. All right. So real quick on this, Facebook pages versus profiles. You know, you have to have a business account. I'm sorry, you have to have a fan page to run ads. Okay, you used to be able to do that from your personal page. No longer allowed to do that here. What I do for my personal page, just for an example, I know it's for family, friends, and some customers, right? What I do is I keep it interesting because I keep it really short. I don't post every single day. I only post when I'm doing something fun. Going to eat at a fun new restaurant, traveling because I love to do that as a hobby. I keep it really interesting. One way to get your page very interesting, and I'll give you a content strategy here in just a second, is remember that your perception or someone else's perception is their reality. Now, I like telling this story, and I'm going to tell you the details, which isn't really sexy, and then I'm going to tell you the story, which makes it even more fun. Remember, this picture here is from, like, Alfred Hitchcock, right? The girl in Psycho who's going to get murdered in the shower. You see the knife coming up, you see the silhouette, but you never see them stabbing whatsoever. Because your mind is going to make up a lot bigger story than what any Hollywood director could make up. So I like to tell the details of the story of, I was in Stockton, California. I was at a speaking event, and we got a limo together, and I was late for the limo, and I called my friend who got the limo to come get me, and I rode the limo by myself over to dinner, and I was there 20 minutes late. That is a boring story, right? However, what I did is I got in the limo and I took a picture and I said, I love being in Stockton, California again, taking a limo to dinner. That's all I said. But people were assuming, oh my gosh, Kurt, people are flying you around, they're taking you out to dinner in your own limo. Oh my goodness, you're hitting the big time, they made up all that in their mind. So sometimes remember, less is more, and that's really important to understand as you're posting and engaging with your content. Now, here's the engagement process. If I were to do 3 posts a day, for example, okay, 5 days a week, I want you to post at least once a day. If you post twice a day, that is awesome. I'm really just looking for once a day just to get started, right? I don't want someone to work out 45 minutes a day if they're not working out 15 minutes a day right now. I want to get them used to it and then build from there. So if I was going to do 15 posts total, right, 15 posts total, 10 of those posts, they would be like caption this, fill in the blank, motivational cartoon, etc., not related to a product or industry. All this would be is just a great way to engage my audience. Now, out of those 15 posts, if I post over 15 days or if I post over 7 days, out of all 15 posts, 4 of them are going to be informational. Hey, have you seen how Facebook ads can really help your online marketing? Did you realize it's easy to get started on online marketing? Here's an easy article I found. This could be informational. Expectant mothers, did you know spending a day at the spa can actually relieve test and stress, stress and, I don't know, I'm kind of making up some words there, but here's an article you found maybe in Women's Magazine. Informational post. It's talking about you, and then your one money post is your call to action. Here is a way that you can celebrate you and a friend an afternoon at our spa before you have that new amazing baby or before the new one arrives or whatever. That's where you're really selling something. So you don't have to have 10 posts and then do 4 information and then do 1 money. It is, you may do 3 engagement and then you have an informational, another 3 engagement, then an informational, and then a money, and then 2 engagement and informational. Just out of 15 posts, I don't care if you do 3 posts a day, 2 posts a day, 1 post a day, just out of 15, only 1 of them should really be selling something. Now, really important, I cover this over and over and over, but after everything I've taught you, all I want you to do is one simple thing. We're going to find some likes, but this is really important because you want to do this, you want to write it down, you want to do it. As you post, engage, monitor, and analyze, that's it. I just want you to be consistent, right? If you're going to post once a day, post once a day. If you're going to post twice a day, post twice a day. It's fine. I just don't want you to have to feel like, oh my gosh, I have to post 4 times a day. You do it for 3 days, then you don't do it at all. Being consistent can be one of the most rewarding and profitable things that you can do. So what you're going to do for your homework is you're going to log into Social Media Ad Genius, okay? And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click right here where it says click download the Mind Member, or click and download the Members Mind Map, okay? What you are going to focus on is you've already really gone through profiling a lot. Great. You're going to look at level 1. Set up a fan page. Many of you have already done that. 3 levels to pay-per-click, Boost Post, and then Ads Manager 101 to walk through. And you're going to look at setting up a like campaign. Read through the like campaign. I want you to set up a default like campaign. All that is going to your page. You can either click on Build an Audience right here, click on View Promotion, or this would say Promote Page, because I already have a promotion running. And Boost a Post is just how you're going to boost a regular post. All I want you to do is I want you to run 2 campaigns. 1 campaign for $5 a day to target your likes, and again, just by using one of these default. The second thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you set up a like campaign directly from the Ads Manager. I'm going to walk you step by step in the videos on how to do that. You can see the 7-minute video right here. I'm also going to show you Audience Insights. That's this right here, where inside Audience Insights, you're actually going to be able to tell by certain keywords, or if you already have 1,000 people on your fan page, you're going to be able to tell very specifically in your area, your target area, demographics, age likes, where do these people live, if they're in your immediate area, that's easy, household, what have they purchased before. I'm telling you, this is really where you can start seeing some amazing keywords. See, you can even go to Create New by finding the perfect audience and literally typing in your age range for your avatar, typing in the interest, finding people that could be connected to your page. You're going to see the demographics, as I mentioned before. Find other pages that they like, location where they're located, activity, what things do they like to do, what is their household made up? Do they have kids? Are they single? For the keywords you're looking for, what have they bought in the past? Now again, I'm showing you this very, very, very quickly, but what you're going to have the ability to do, which is going to be absolutely great, is you're going to be able to watch through these videos. It's going to show you when you type in things like financial experts, or use the Wisdom app on Facebook, you're going to find other pages that are related to your avatar. It's going to help you step by step. And again, I show you how to go through Wisdom. But Wisdom is literally all you do is you just go to Facebook. And what's going to happen is we come over here to Facebook. I'm going to type in Wisdom. There we go. Wisdom app. It's going to open up. Just give me a minute. All right, so Wisdom Network. All right. See, what we're going to be able to do inside of Wisdom Network, I can be able to, for instance, I'm going to type in Oprah, just because Oprah is easy. Now, it says Oprah Winfrey, 206,000 fans. 206,000 fans does not mean that's how many Oprah has. This page is, whatever, a little funky. But I can say I want to target people who like Oprah, who are female, who in my age demographic, and again, I'm going to watch through videos in this, is 30 to 45. Okay, that's what I'm really looking for. Oh, and I want them to be in the United States. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to go to page likes. Look, here are all these other pages that my avatar may like. Toys R Us, Bath and Body Works, or it could be Barack Obama, Michael Jackson, Starbucks. See, I can find other pages just by clicking, let's just say, Grey's Anatomy. Now I can see that I can find pages that will give me good content. I can find out what my avatar may be looking at and liking. So there we go. All really simple and very easy. And again, I'm going to show you these through your training videos as well. So I'm going to come back up here. We're going to take Wisdom. We type in this little Wisdom Network. And again, you can watch the replay for this. I'm going to type in right here. I'm going to type in where my search phrase is. And then my page likes. So I typed in Oprah, just like I did in this example, right? And you're going to get these slides too. So I like to walk through it on my screen. You're going to walk through it through homework. Type in Oprah. Type in page likes. Now look at all these other related pages for people who, like Oprah, also have a high probability of liking these other pages, which is great what you can find for content, right? All great pages. So you're going to set up a like campaign. You're going to set up a default campaign, and you're going to start a like campaign from the ads manager that I'm going to walk you through step by step. I'm going to show you how Audience Insights work, just walking you through it. I'm going to show you how you can find your perfect audience from your fan page. If you have a fan page, it's over 1,000 people. And I'm even going to show you, this is a little step above, from Retargeting Pixels, how to leverage custom audiences. Now, if you're not familiar with what custom audiences are, not a problem. We're going to cover that later in the training. But your homework is going to be to set up a default like campaign for $5 a day and to set up a like campaign using the ads manager for just $5 a day. So it's 2 campaigns totaling $10 a day. All we're going to do is be consistent. Let's set up some like campaigns, go through the Social Media Ad Genius training. As you're testing, we're going to monitor and review slowly. We're going to improve, quantify results. We're going to share the results in our next week training and answer any questions that you have during Launch and Learn. Of course, we're going to monitor for changes. And remember, we're always going to be testing. Our goal is just to set up a like ad. Next week, what our goal is we're going to start creating test ads. We're going to start validating our audience. You're going to know what audience responds to your like campaigns, and those are the people that we are going to start running advertisements to for our contest. So we're always going to be sharing our results, learn and improve, but at the end of the day, it all depends on what really you know. So now that you're empowered with the 10,000-foot view of what we're going to be working on this week, let's quantify our avatar by running 2 different like campaigns. I'm going to take you all through the training with Social Media Ad Genius. We've walked you through exactly what to do. You'll have these additional videos as well for resources you'll be able to watch over through the week. And then, of course, let me know if you have any questions. So I'm going to come over here to the question section just to see if anybody has any questions. Doesn't look like there's any questions in here that I can see. But from everyone who's on the phone, we still got a bunch of people that are here. Any thoughts, any questions that you have so far? Lorraine, do you have a question? I see a hand up. Kurt, I have a question. Not a problem. What's your question? Just want to go ahead and type it in here. Michelle's probably typing her question right now. Any thoughts or feedback so far with other people in the group as well? Nope, sorry, just accidentally pressed it. Thanks for today. Not a problem, Lorraine. Just always want to double check. My graph search does not appear to work. Michelle, don't worry about that. I know that you're in the UK. It's not the best way to search. Using Audience Insights and Wisdom app is probably going to help you out a lot more. The graph search can be one of the most amazing things that you can use to search with, but it's really finicky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's kind of a backup to a backup to a backup to look for other avatars. Not really required. But great question. Oh, you're in the US. And that's a good question. What are you seeing, or you can put it inside the Facebook group too. What are you seeing specifically for what are you seeing specifically for your graph search not to work? Like I said, I wouldn't really worry about it. We can post this in the Facebook group. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It used to work. I don't know what that means specific enough to be able to help. Is Wisdom better than Audience Insights for finding pages that the avatar may like? Great question. It actually depends. It's just an additional resource. Like, I'm always looking for places to find where more of my avatars are hanging out. Wisdom is okay. It's a little finicky, not too bad. However, I like Audience Insights because it gives me a lot of information. But I always like to have alternative places to go. So that's a really good question. I'm putting dog lovers only, get a list of dogs, not the pages, people, etc. I really wish I could help you on that. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you could do a Jing video for me. If you're familiar with Jing, once we start really getting into the ads and everything else, I tell people, go to the amazing Google, go to Jing Screen Capture is great, for example, Jing Screen Capture, Jing. And what will happen is the free download, so Mac, Windows, what basically happens is this. Let's clear this out here real quick. So you have this little sun that shows up, or it looks like this. So Jing is this little sun right here. But when I click on it, now it's up here for me. When I click on this capture, see, I can actually highlight a piece of the screen. So I have two options. Either this is capture an image. So this is literally here, and you'll see me do this. Watch this. Capture an image. Maybe there's an arrow right here, and this is again free. Put an arrow, right? And you click this little upload button right here. Click upload. So it's gonna upload here in just a second. There we go, and then there is a link when you hit that little upload button. See? That link will produce this. So people will use specific words differently to describe different things, like a car mechanic. And I mentioned this before. Hey, I don't know, but this thing was making this clunking sound. I don't know. Then I like, did this one thing where, I don't know, it just didn't seem, it's just like it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what the hell that you just said, right? So what happens is I tell people, I might not understand your language or your question, so if you use this Jing, you can click on that little sun again, capture. I know Travis and I use this all day long. Again, you can highlight this whole, whatever you want to highlight on your screen, and then I'm going to click the second button right here, capture a video, right? 3, 2, 1. Hey, look, I'm having some problems when I go up to my graph search, for instance. So Kurt, here is graph search, and I type in, for instance, dog lovers. If I type that in, yeah, there's all these others. I'm going to click on this little search bar down here where it said dog lovers. Let's take a look. posts, people, photos, record. It's just not helping me with whatever. And then you hit stop. Hit this button right here. Hit that button to share it. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a video that's going to be uploaded. You can't see it right now, but it's starting to upload here in just a second. Just a moment. But what's going to happen is I'm going to upload this file, so I may ask you down the road, hey, would you mind sending me a Jing video on that? Because there could be something just that you're saying, not that you're saying it right or wrong, but I might not specifically understand what you're looking at. So many times if I can look at the same thing that you are, listening to your words when you're looking at the screen, that can help me a lot too. But I love Jing. Jing is great. So sure, thank you very much. I placed some ads last week and they were disapproved as Facebook said I was advertising home business, etc. So I'm wondering if now have to change my content in contest page. I'm not really quite sure. I'd have to see what the ads were. So everyone, Facebook terms of use advertising. Google that. And by the way, my screen capture just came up. So I'm going to paste that link in there just to show you. See, then there's a video with sound. It says, hey, Hurt, do X, Y, and Z. Okay, it's a great way to share stuff. But definitely, advertising guidelines. Click on this. Read through all of this. And I know it's a lot of googly doc, but they talk about network marketing. There's things you can and cannot say about online marketing, targeting, pharmaceutical, software, subscription service, unethical business models. Just please read through all of this. Look at usage guidelines, all that stuff. Very important. That will help you determine what you have to have on your landing page. This changes all the time, and I could spend hours going over this. Just read it over, and what we're going to do is we're going to attract people emotionally. Hey, would you like to learn how to market online? Then we're going to have people enter a contest, but we really can't tell people, hey, this is network marketing or a make money opportunity. Facebook doesn't like that, unfortunately, because there are a lot of other people that were spamming in the network marketing industry. Facebook just unfortunately didn't like that at all. So read over the terms of use. That's gonna really help out as well too. Is there a difference between the fan page and our fans likes? Yeah, fans are likes, same thing. Fan page, same thing, just different words, not a problem. Okay. Well, that was all the questions we have today. I know that we went over by 20 minutes, but we're covering a lot of good content. Again, the homework for this week and the videos that I'll send over to Travis to put in the membership area as well too, is all they want you to do is run one default ad from your fan page and then one other targeted ad directly for do you like or do you love, fill in something that your avatar may like to get their hand raised to get people looking at your product. Also, from that, what you want to do is you also want to be posting at least once a day on your fan page. So I know that another question came in here. I'm going to take a look at that here real quick. But other than that, Travis, is there anything else that you want to add, sir?
No, I think that pretty much does that. I think it's just, a good, like you said, 10,000 foot overview of what we're going to be, leading into. And I'm excited to see, how people do with collecting those first sort of, raised hands and then go from there. So should be pretty straightforward. If anyone has any questions, that's what the group is for, and that's what the Lunch and Learn on Friday is for.
Absolutely. Yeah, you may want to take a look. I Am Freedom Workshop. I'd probably even remove that. You want to start your own business? Come join us at our free workshop in Orlando. I'd take out I Am Freedom. I know that's the name of the workshop. I'd still take it out. So that's fine. You tried before. Again, this is more content that you need. You really just require one or two hooks. Emotionally, we're going to assume that you've either just getting started or you've tried it before. That's an assumption. I would remove that. We'll start you by showing your underlying principles behind we're just talking way too much in here. And again, I'm just giving direct feedback. We'll show you how to find good products and websites you can promote. Maybe you turn this into bullet points. This is just unfortunate. This is too much to read. No one's going to read all this. I'm not going to say no one, but I'm just going to give you a high probability. In other words, your job will be to go place ads. Take that out. This is really easy, and you know how to where to place ads, and it's exactly what we're showing you how to do this. Just say how easy you're going to make it. Again, this is way too much content. You want to attract people emotionally. You're attracting emotion and logic, and then asking them to go over a website where you're attracting over a little bit of emotion. Like, this is an emotion. It's a beach hat. It's a laptop. They're obviously out on a beach. Would you like to run freedom, full-time income while working from home with your own schedule and your own terms? While working your own terms, not while working from home. Remove while working from home. I wouldn't say that. Join our workshop. Remove I am freedom. Discover the revolutionary service that paid out $5.2 million in commissions to people in 38 countries around the world. Definitely take that out unless you want to have a Facebook ad account shut down. This, I can't stress this enough. This does not matter. No one, like, I don't want to sound like I'm bitchy or anything here, but nobody cares about a revolutionary system that paid out $5.2 million in commissions to people in 38 countries. This has nothing to do about them. Like, this isn't you, and this is someone bragging about, hey, look what we're doing over here. People just can't relate. So this is the stuff right here. It gets people banned, like us and everyone else out there, off of Facebook. No one, and I'm just going to be really direct, no one cares about that statement right there in the last year after live event. So don't take that out of there. Be shown how to gain financial freedom through the power of my system. Again, I'd take that out. Financial freedom, that's a stretch. Participation is required. Facebook's going to say, hey, if you're going to get financial freedom, how are you going to do this? So unequivocally take that out. Even if you have, learn how to market or learn how to have an online business, even if you have no computer skills and have never made a single sale online before. That's fine. Talk about a mission. Everything I have highlighted must be, not a suggestion, is required to be removed. Learn how you can make a full-time income. No, you can't say this. Like, the thing is I can't stress enough, if you are in Move, if you are marketing online, if you do not want your business shut down online, you cannot make financial claims. You cannot talk about making a full-time income from home. You cannot talk about this is network marketing or learn how to make $5.2 million in commissions. You can't say this stuff. Facebook will close your account and then you're done advertising. So I know I sound a little harsh, but what I'm really trying to assist with is to give you a long-term sustainable business. What you're doing right here, and I know this isn't any fault of your own, but what you're doing right here will get your account banned and you won't be able to advertise this URL at all anymore. So sorry to get on my high horse. It's just really important. You guys pay us good money to be here. So I want to make sure that I'm really reflecting specifically what you should be working on.
I have two things I want to add real quick. Different subject, but that we need to get in before we let everyone go. First is when you're running your like campaign, we probably want to touch on how to have it land on a Facebook tab if they just click it.
Yeah, I actually go through all that in the videos that they'll watch over.
Okay, great. Yeah, so that was one of the questions people had. So you go ahead and your contest should be set up and optimized by this point in the process. If it's not, get on that. So that way when you set up your like campaign, one of the options is after clicking through, where do you want people to land? And you can pick the tab that your Facebook contest is sitting on. The second part is Tony had a question about the follow-up emails. Buddy, I'm going to tell you, you don't have to overcomplicate it. The biggest thing is just to give them an initial email saying, thank you for entering. We appreciate you taking the time. And then reminding them that they can, don't forget that they can always share with more friends to earn more entries and link back to your contest again, just to complete that cycle. And then I would send them another email saying roughly the same thing, but just wait a few days, put it in the autoresponder, waiting out a few days. That's, for the most part, all you need in your autoresponder. The other part that we're going to be covering about setting up that offer and announcing the winner and all that, that's a whole different ball of wax that we're going to be covering later on in this process. So don't overthink the follow-up. Just make sure you thank people for their entry, let them know they're actually entered and confirmed, and then let them know where they can go back to continue sharing some more. Should be that simple. So hopefully that gets you squared away. Cool. All right. Awesome. Those are the two things I had to add. That's it. So
not a problem.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much. We'll get the recording uploaded. Travis will send you the links to all of those videos here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll be able to rock and roll this thing.